Because part work is one of the key principles behind core confidence program, I'm often asked, how many parts does a person have? So there are some experts in this field that suggest that everyone has somewhere between 50 to 150 parts, also called sub-personalities, but we tend to use the same 5 or 15 every day. And so one part of you shows up automatically on a temporary basis to help you cope with challenging situations in life. For example, you may have a very dominant protector part that automatically scans the environment like a radar, screening everything and everyone, wanting to protect you from any danger. And that's an excellent thing, right? In fact, our coaching approach is based on this key understanding that all our parts have positive intentions. They all have qualities and resources to help us thrive and flourish. Another part you are probably familiar with very well is the inner critic, or the skeptic, or the mind chatter in your head. And there are parts that you may be aware of, and there are parts that you are not yet aware of. So beside the protector, inner critic, there also might be procrastinator, or the perfectionist, or the fearful, or the angry, or the seeker, or maybe the injured part, or wounded part. But also there might be a workaholic part, or a people pleaser, and many, many more. And some part may be more active in you than the other parts. And the combination of these active parts in you is as unique as you. The term part work is simply a term that represents this concept, an idea behind it. And so you may already heard some different variations of part work concepts, such as internal family system. In NLP there is a big section on that, in Gestalt therapy, ego state therapy, voice dialogue, and so on. And as Dr. Richard Schwartz, the creator of IFS, internal family system, confirms that everybody has parts, and that's a good thing, and that's the nature of the mind. And these parts want the best for us and want us to help to live well. And please avoid the major mistake of thinking that when we are talking about parts, we are talking about personality disorders here. Actually, it's in fact the opposite. Every person that I have ever met has multiple sub-personalities. The question is to what degree all these parts can coexist in harmony with each other. Because everyone has many parts, the question is really, what is the degree of harmony between all your parts? Are they pulling you in opposite directions? Or are they aligned and coexisting harmoniously, allowing you to live your life from the place of inner peace, your inner state of core confidence? Because the degree of internal emotional stability or emotional suffering is based on having harmony between all these parts. Because when these parts are aligned, you live your life from the place of inner self-trust, and you can move forward with all these parts in one direction. Therefore, I encourage you to get to know these parts of yourself and let them cooperate with you in helping you achieve your vision. And one of the most effective ways to help you gain this self-trust from within is to connect and build supporting relationships with the objecting parts, with protecting parts. Maybe there are some wounded parts, because only through connecting them can we liberate these parts from their habitual thinking and mental traps. And the outcome I always observe is that by listening to their parts, my clients reflect more of who they are. Because, you see, we don't eradicate those problematic parts. We don't override them or try to get rid of them. Actually, quite the opposite. We'll show you a simple and gentle way to start an inner dialogue with these parts, with the protecting parts and wounded parts or objecting parts. And as a result, those strong radical voices calm down, and you'll begin to feel at ease and feel good, and you'll feel safer from the inside, more liberated, more playful and more creative. And so in this core confidence program, we'll be exploring how to connect with your protecting parts, heal the wounded parts, if there are any, as well as activate and strengthen your creative and resourceful parts, so that all parts can align together and move in one direction towards your goal.